Good morning students. In this video, we will discuss about what is conflict serializable. First, let me give a definition for what is conflict serializable. A schedule is said to be conflict serializable if it is conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedule. So that is what I have given. If it is conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedule, then I can say that it is conflict serializable. Okay, not to some, to any serial schedule. If it is conflict equivalent to any serial schedule, then I can say that it is conflict serializable. Okay. So for a better understanding, I have taken a small example. Suppose if you see that a schedule S, it has two transactions, and you can say that it is a non-serial schedule. If it is conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedule, then I can say that it is conflict serializable schedule. Now, how many serial schedules are possible for this one? If you see that I have two transactions, so the number of transactions are 2, so 2 factorial serial schedules are possible. What is 2 factorial value? Is 2. So 2 serial schedules are possible for the given schedule. What are they? One schedule is perform all the operations in the transaction 1, then perform the operations in transaction 2. Similarly, in the transaction, another one is that transaction 2 will perform all its operation, then transaction 1 will perform all its operations. So for the given schedule S, we have two serial schedules, one is S1 and another one is S2. So if S is conflict equivalent to S1 or conflict equivalent to S2, then I can say that the given schedule S is conflict serializable. So we will check it whether it is conflict serializable or not. So what is the schedule S1? We will see the transaction 1 and transaction 2. What is the transaction 1? Perform all the operations in the transaction 1, then perform the operations in the transaction 2. We will check whether the S and S1 are conflict equivalent or not. So first, to do that, I need to find what are the conflict operations possible in this one. Read A, write A, it is a conflict operation. So R1 of A to W2 of A. Okay. Then next one is read A, read A. It is not a conflict operation. So this is done. Now come to this write A in the transaction 2. Write A is a conflict operation. So it says that W2 of A to W1 of A. This is another conflict operation. Write A, there is no other operations, so we can leave with this one. Now come to this write A. Write A, read A. It is a conflict operation. So what it is saying? W1 of A to R2 of A. What is meant by this R2 or W1? Meaning is that write on a data item A was performed by transaction 1. R2 means read on a transaction 2 on a data item A. Is it clear? So this is done. After, if I want to find the conflict operation with this one, there should be some operations in the transaction 1 after this. As there are no operations in the transaction 1 after this operation, so there will be no conflict operation. So we found that there are 3 conflict operations possible in given schedule S. So now we will find the conflict operations possible in S1. Read A, write A, it is a conflict operation. So R1 of A to W2 of A. Is it clear? Now read, it is not a conflict. Okay, always read is not a conflict, even if it is on the same data item also. Now this is done. Now come to this one. Write A, it is a conflict operation. So what it says? W1 of A to W2 of A. So this is the conflict operation possible. Now write and read. So W1 of A, write on a transaction 1 on a data item A, read in the transaction 2 on a data item A is giving me the conflict. So this one, 3 conflicts we have found. Then if I need to find any conflict operations, there are no other operations in the transaction 1. So there is no conflict operations with this operations within the future operation. So how many conflict operations we found? 3 conflict operations we have found. Now in the earlier video we have discussed how to check the two schedules are conflict equivalent or not. What are the two conditions it should satisfy if they are to be conflict equivalent schedules? The first condition is the number of conflict operations in the both the schedules should be same. In this given schedule S, we have found 3 conflict operations. Here also we found the 3 conflict operations. So the number of conflict operations in the schedule S and in the schedule S1 is same. Okay, the first condition is satisfied. What is the second condition? The order also should be same. If you see that R1 of A, W2 of A, yeah, you need to find in the, let's say that R1 of A, W2 of A. So this 2 is satisfied. Means here it is saying perform the read in the transaction 1 on a data item A, then you perform write on a data item. Even it is also saying, so these 2 are okay. Now come to this one, W21 of A, W1 of A. But this is saying that you perform write in the transaction 1 first, then in the transaction 2. So these 2 are not same. Are you able to understand? Come to this one, W1 of A, R2 of A. Even W1 of A, R2 of A. This is okay. If you see that the order of 2 operations are same, but one operation order is not same, then I can say that the second condition is not satisfied. What is the second condition? All the conflict operations, the order should be same. But if you see that these 2 conflict operations order is not same, because it is saying that transaction 2 then transaction 1, this is saying that transaction 1 then transaction 2. So I can say that these 2 schedules are not conflict equivalent. Okay, so now we will see the another schedule which is possible is that another serial schedule S2 for the given schedule S is that we will perform all the operations in the transaction 2. Then we will perform the operations in the transaction 1. Okay. So we can erase these conflict operations. Now we will find what are the conflict operations. Write A, read A. It is a conflict operation. So W2 of A, then R1 of A. It is a conflict operation. Now W and W. It is a conflict operation because they are performing on a same data item. So W2 of A, then W1 of A. Is it clear? So with this with this write operation, we have performed what are the conflict operation. Now come to this one. Read A, read A. It is not a conflict. Read and write. It is a conflict because they are performing on a same data item. So I can say that R2 of A, okay, then W1 of A. Is it clear? So we have finished with this one. There are no conflict operations with this one. So if you see that we have found 3 conflict operations in schedule S2. So the first condition again satisfied. In given schedule S also we have 3 conflict operations. In schedule S2 also we found there are 3 conflict operations. The first condition is satisfied. What is the second condition says? R1 of A, W2 of A. Similarly here also you should find a R1 of A and W2 of A. If you see that it is saying in reverse. First you perform W2 of A, then R1 of A. Here it is saying that first you perform read 1 of A, but it is saying that at last you perform read 1 of A. So these 2 are not same. Now come to this one, W2 of A, W1 of A. It is saying that W2 of A, W1 of A. So this order is same. Okay. W1 of A, R2 of A. But it is saying that first you perform read in the transaction 2, then come to the write operation in the transaction 1. If you see that these 2 conflict operations orders are not same. So if you see that the second condition is not satisfied. What is the second condition? The order of all the conflict operations in both the schedule should be same. But if you see that these 2 conflict operations, the order is not same. So I can say that S is not conflict equivalent to schedule S2. And earlier we found that schedule S is not conflict equivalent to S1. So the given schedule is not conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedules, then I can say that S is not conflict serializable. Are you able to understand? When I can say that given schedule is conflict serializable is if it is conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedules, then only I can say it. But if you see that the given schedule is not conflict equivalent to any of its serial schedule, then I can say that the given schedule S is not conflict serializable. Okay, thank you so much.